On the 4-hourly, it looks like there was definitely a fake out, and that is from today. What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video will be on Algorand. We will cover Bitcoin rather quickly since Bitcoin controls the market. And we will look at a little bit of Algorand news, Algorand charts, so stick around for that. At the end of the video, I will do some additional information on price predictions in the future. So stick around for that. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click my logo down here in the right corner. If you can see it, click my logo, NDA, and subscribe, or click subscribe below. Subscribe for exit strategies at the end of this bull run, and subscribe for the covering of 20 plus assets, including Cardano, XRP, VeChain, Digibyte, and API3. And type I subscribed below in the comments if you subscribe. Type I subscribed below. I'm going to be picking some random people. So anyways, let's look at the chart. Algorand. Here's the bottom line on Algorand. This is one of the prettiest charts in all of cryptocurrencies right now. This chart is just as pretty as the H-bar chart. Very beautiful chart. A lot of similarities, to be honest. You did a double candle right here on the 20 EMA as support and moved on. You handled the flash crash like a boss, printed the bodies actually on the 20 EMA and made those major moves up. You also never came back below the 55 EMA like many coins right now. Many coins right now, actually the 20 EMA has crossed the 55 EMA, giving you a bearish cross on the daily, which is a terrible sign. So Algorand doesn't have any of that going on, just like H-bar. H-bar and Algorand are two of the prettiest charts I've seen, and I've looked at a lot of charts. Probably, I don't know, 25 to 40 different coins. I'm not really sure how many different coins I've looked at, but I've looked at a lot of coins lately. So this is one of the prettiest charts out there. This is all healthy and natural anyways. Barring what Bitcoin has been doing and all these corrections in the market and all this FUD news and everything, this is normal anyways. Even in a bull run continuation, that's going to be normal. Creating a giant pocket like this above the 20 EMA, these are like magnets. They're going to pull you back anyways. And you found support. You didn't even have to come down to the 55 to find the support, not even with wicks. And these wicks down here are rather small. The space between the 20 and the 55 stays very large here. It's correcting. This chart is very, very pretty chart. Right now you are printing candle bodies. You printed this red candle body, the latest one. You are sitting right now on the 20 EMA exactly as we speak. Good sign to find support there. That's a sign for accumulation. The better area to accumulate if you are trying to increase your position, not financial advice, was obviously in here. If it were to go into that range again, if it were to fall to, what is that? $1.57, where it printed those candle bodies. 157, it's already proven as a support level. So $1.57 would be where, if you did happen to see that, if there's a roll in the market, which really it's going to come down to what does Bitcoin do and what does Ethereum do, what does the rest of the market do. If you have a roll in the market, that 157 would be an accumulation zone before it can find support to move back up. So that would be an amazing steal. I don't know that it will do that though. Like I said, this is one of the prettiest charts in all of crypto right now, in my opinion. And I think it's kind of obvious, just like H-bar. And again, this ties into it too. I mean, again, all these charts, you're only going to stay, and we keep correcting. Bitcoin keeps correcting. We keep seeing this. Is it an A, B, C correction before you can make that next move up? You know, there's so many different storylines out there right now. But at the end of the day, right now, if Bitcoin can show its strength, then Algorand's going to show massive strength because this chart's already beautiful. Stock RSI's been in the gutter below this blue band. It has a bullish signal right here. It will be looking to move up. It's been oversold. People got scared and there was a lot of fear. The fear and greed index is high on the fear side. I guess that's a low number on the fear and greed index chart. Like a 10 is super fearful, like what we had in June and July. So the fear and greed index has become more fearful, and definitely a lot of people selling oversold conditions. On the daily, you always want, when in the RSI, when you have, if you see this point here and you're falling in this downtrend, you want to break out of that and start making movement up out of that. You want to break that line and not fall back under it and hit your head on it. You want to break that line and stay out of it, out of that downward trend, and that's on the RSI on the daily. On the, we can go, let's erase this. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. On the 4 hourly, it looks like there was definitely a fake out, and that is from today in the last 24 hours, because look, these last 3-4 candles, this is the 4 hourly, so about 12 hours, 12, 16 hours in here. You were looking bullish. You were looking like your 20 EMA was going to cross and you were going to get a bullish signal of buy, a buy signal in $1.87, which is a decent accumulation zone. I mean, that's what dollar cost averaging is for. You're not necessarily going to get that $1.57 or whatever I just showed you on the daily. You're not always going to get that great price, and you're not always going to be able to buy the bottom, and that's what dollar cost averaging is for. So if you get some at $1.87, you get some at $1.57 if it goes there. I mean, ideally, you would have got it under $1 during the summer. But if you didn't, I'm talking, you know, I'm not talking the past. We're talking the present. We're talking now. So we looked like we were going to get the 20 to come over the 55 and it was going to be a bullish sign and everything, but look what you got lately. You got more Bitcoin correcting and more stories about China. China is the most populated country in the world, I believe. I believe India is second. Anyways, China is billions of people, billions and billions, whereas in the United States here we only have about 350 million people. China has billions. And a very large country, but yeah, this banning on crypto thing that they just won't let go. It's always this story is recycled again and again. And they recently banned the Bitcoin miners, and I believe a number of Bitcoin miners that were Chinese nationals left China and have moved to Texas. They moved to Texas and they are mining Bitcoin in Texas. So we'll see. That'll be a developing story, I'm sure. We'll see what happens with that, if there's any news to come out on that. But yeah, we looked like we were going to have some bullish signs. Things looked good. It was a good chart, had some momentum. And then boom, 20 hits the 55, comes back down. It looks like a fake out right now. So that would be more downside, basically. Some more downside. We'll see what happens. Stock RSI is coming down here. I could see it, you know, I could see downside for the next 16 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of this is going to come down to Bitcoin, but this is the stock RSI still coming down here. So typically, yeah, it's going to come down here, kind of sit sideways a little bit, and then it can scoot back up. So I mean, that takes a little bit of time to do that, and it takes a second for this blue line to come back over the red and actually make a movement. So we'll see. It's short term Algorand, like short term, doesn't look amazing. Yeah, there might be a little bit more, you know, downside and correcting, but midterm, longer term, zoomed out at all, this is one of the best looking charts in all of crypto right now. So basically that's what I got to say about Algorand. I'm just going to summarize what's going on with Bitcoin right now. I'm not going to pull the Bitcoin chart and draw it all out, but here's to summarize what I'm putting in the other videos, what I've put in the other videos today so far with Bitcoin. Bitcoin showed plenty of support multiple times with candle bodies on 40,000 and some change, $40,000 and some change. If Bitcoin is to lose support on 40,000, it goes to 39, it goes to 38,000, then it comes back to 39,000, and it loses support of that 40,000 and stays under it, it is likely to go down to 37,500 based off of previous support levels. Now, 37,500 in that range, right around there, $37,700 in that range. If it can find support on that and kind of bounce back up, that might complete its tasks, complete Bitcoin's task of its final correction, its final shakeout, its final ABC correction, its shakeout, and that could be the bottom. 37 in that 37,000 range. What it could do from there is start to climb back up in October. That's one scenario. The chance of it going down to 37K from where it is now and having one more major correction, I'm going 50-50, a coin flip. We don't know. No one knows. You can watch videos all day long, watch 50 different channels. You're going to hear 50 different things. That's really the bottom line. That's a coin flip. Does it go to 37 or not? If it loses support at 37K and it's got to correct and there's more bad news and the fear and greed index is fear, and there's more selling, depending on the news cycle and many, many other factors, because I don't think it's the financial institutions and these whales selling right now. They've been buying. They've been buying the stuff in the 40,000 range. Hundreds of Bitcoins, if not thousands, just like El Salvador, the country, buying the dip. So we'll see. We don't want to lose that 37,000 because that next support level could be down at that 29,000, 28,000, where it has to go down there to find support where we were in the summer, and we do not want to go there. That's what we want to really avoid because that's our last line of support before going into a bear market, into a bear cycle. So that's the summary. I'm not gonna talk about it forever. I'm gonna move on from that. So Algorand on Twitter. This is kind of interesting. There's a lot of Algorand animals NFTs coming out. Some of these are kind of funny, but Algonimals apparently. Algorand animals. Here is Scarface, number 39, and McCaso, number 43. We live, surely right now, we really do live in interesting times, I have to say. We also have Algo Parrots coming out. So there's now an Algo Parrot, which is like a GIF file, like a low quality, low resolution JPEG file. I'm more bullish. I'm mostly bullish on NFTs. I'm not buying them. I'm not entering the NFT space. But I am overall. I agree with people like Gary Vaynerchuk on NFTs that they are going to be part of the future. I'm mostly bullish on NFTs. Some of it's a little ridiculous, I have to say. But I'm not one of those people that's just going to say, "Oh, you're just spending a ton of money on a JPEG file." I'm not one of those people. I'm not saying that. Some of it is kind of ridiculous, I have to say, but overall, I am mostly bullish on NFTs as a whole. So, some NFT news floating around. Algo, and I think there was one other thing I saw on Algo. There's Algo Racers. Algo Racers V2 are coming soon. Apparently, Algo Racers 2. I don't know where some of these ideas are inspired from, but time will tell on that. Okay, so as far as price prediction on Algo, I know I have a video on price predictions on Algo in the past. If we are just going to pull out the fib here, boom, about there. And let's see here. So Algorand. So I believe easily Algorand is in this bull run going to go to the 1618, $3.30. And to be honest with you, if we get the bull run, because this chart is so pretty, just like H-bar, this chart is very, very similar to H-bar. Those two have a chance of being, I don't know, like brother, sister, and making their runs. As long as this stays intact, it's not invalidated, this chart stays strong. If we get that bull run and Bitcoin and Ethereum are strong, Algorand's going to go to the 2272. $6.29 up here, and that's what I believe at towards the end of the bull run. Especially if we get a big bull run, it's a strong bull run, every coin's going up, going off, things are booming, that's where Algorand's going to go. And it could go just a touch higher than that, but that's where Algorand's going to go. So little bit of news on Algorand, on Algorand.com. Colombian government selects Vital Pass, co-created by Ana Ideas as the nation's official digital vaccination passport. So no matter which way, whether you agree with vaccines or you don't, just I know there's a lot of people divided on that, but either way, whichever way you stand with it, the bottom line on this is that it's built on Algorand and it's a blockchain-based certificate. So as a whole, these types of news stories and everything out there in the news cycle can be positive because it's bringing more attention to blockchain technology, and it is using blockchain technology, and it's just contributing to more and more adoption. So it's some of this stuff, this little stuff like this is like you're trying to fill a bucket of water, and this is a drop of water that fell into the bucket. It's an extra drop or two. It's not like some amazing big story or something, but it's kind of cool. So built on Algorand, this blockchain-based certificate is free and secure as it leverages a technological process highly reliable for user data accuracy and privacy. Vital Pass will record and certify the vaccination status of Colombian citizens and connect with other vaccination passports globally. So something that can kind of be used between different nations and keep track of that. And we had one more article up here, read more. Let's click read more. Again, this is on Algorand.com. El Salvador signs a cooperation agreement with toy banks to develop the government's blockchain infrastructure on Algorand. El Salvador. Koi Banks, a leading Latin American asset tokenization and blockchain financial infrastructure company, announced today that it has signed a cooperation agreement with the government of El Salvador, a sovereign nation that uses the US dollar to develop its blockchain infrastructure on top of Algorand's technology. So just like I was saying on the last article, it's just more adoption slowly but surely. And yeah, it's happening with smaller countries first, sometimes third world countries, whatever, in Africa with Cardano, or some of these smaller countries like this Bhutan country that is working with Ripple and looking to use RippleNet. That news was just released over the last couple days. So this is sort of these smaller countries doing this sort of adoption first. Does make sense to me. You're not going to have England and Germany and these large companies just come out early. It's going to be these smaller countries. I keep saying companies. It's going to be these smaller countries, and they're kind of like guinea pigs for blockchain technology, and they have less to lose and even more to gain. And that's sort of how I see that. So it says here, Koi Banks chose to leverage Algorand's blockchain in several recent national public and private initiatives across Latin America, including a national blockchain-based COVID certification program, which we were just reading about. So kind of cool. You can search around on Algorand.com if you're a big Algorand fan, kind of search around. Like I've said in other videos, I'm not married to any particular coins. There are ones that I really like I'm very, very big on Cardano. People are sleeping on that. Even Mike Novogratz, a Cardano hater, is kind of starting to come around on Cardano and is interested in possibly having Charles Hoskinson on his podcast. Mike Novogratz and Charles Hoskinson, that would be awesome. And even more news, we got the Cardano Summit this week, and I really like that. I like XRP. I like a lot of stuff, but I'm not married to any of these coins. I'm here about making money. I'm not feeding you any BS. I'm covering coins that I actually own. A number of these coins, I have large positions in these coins, and that's the bottom line on this channel. So that's going to be it for this video. There's nothing else to really say right now about Algorand until the next video. And I hope you like this one. If you haven't subscribed yet, you need to click subscribe. We're going to keep covering stuff. The videos are going to get better and better and better as this channel grows larger. Everything's going to get better. The editing will probably get better. The content will get better. We'll be covering more and more. It's just going to keep growing. So that's what we're looking at. Anyways, that's it for this video, and we will see ya next time. See ya.